Hi, I'm Andy Lally, driver of the number 44 Magnus Racing Audi R8 LMS, and this is a lap around Daytona International Speedway. As we approach start-finish in our Audi R8 LMS GT3 car, we're at the famed Daytona 24-hour track here. We're going to slide up the tri-oval really high, right up against the wall, and then hard on the brakes, 6th gear down to 5th, 4th, 3, a pause, grab 2nd gear at the apex, very slow coming off here, very tricky to put the power down. TC is very active as we come through a very quick, easy right-left, but then hard back over to the left for the first international horseshoe. I'm going to try to get the right front right on the yellow curbing here. I'm going to go to about 30%, 40%, and then full power as we're looking for that traction coming off. We're getting up to 5th gear before we turn into this flat-out left-hand kink, just peaking at about 145 miles per hour before we're hard on the brakes into the 2nd horseshoe. This is turn 5. I'm aiming for the same thing again. I've got to get my right front onto the apex curbing there, and then it's tricky putting power down. This is old pavement at Daytona here, and it's very slippery as we're trying to put almost 500 horsepower to the ground here. We're back out now, shifting up through the gears, and we are entering NASCAR 1, high up against the wall, and then we're going to gradually bring it down, 4th gear, 5th gear, right along the bottom here. My goal is to be just inches off the yellow line as we're then going to let it track out right up against the wall, and we're going to go past the 3 marker, past the 2 marker, about the 1.5, hard on the brakes, 6th gear down the 4th, grab all the curbing we can, and here in qualifying we just fly this last curb, and we try to get it every little bit of the draft that's in the car in front of you, up against the wall again, down into NASCAR 3, right along that yellow line, and then shifting at double red light to get the most amount of RPM and the most amount of power out of this car on a mile-long run back to start-finish. And that is one lap around a very intense 24-hour course at Daytona International Speedway.